Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we will learn about a shocking development at Forrester Creations involving the promising yet mysterious perfume researcher, Daphne, and the growing suspicions held by Hope. Tension runs high as secrets unfold, revealing the depths of corporate rivalry, misplaced trust, and the desperate measures people will take to protect their company and those they love. In recent episodes, Daphne has made quite an impression at Forrester Creations with her talent for crafting unique, market-ready fragrances. Her ideas carry a modern flair, and she has been lauded by various team members for her creative approach and diligent research. Carter, currently a key decision-maker at the company, sees Daphne as an asset, a reliable staff member whose perfumes could invigorate Forrester's brand portfolio. Despite Daphne's stellar reputation among most employees, Hope cannot shake a nagging feeling in the back of her mind. She notices small inconsistencies, strange times when Daphne seems to disappear without explanation, or the wary expression Daphne adopts whenever discussions turn to confidential Forrester data. Hope's concerns only grow when she voices them to Carter, who dismisses them as unwarranted suspicions. Carter trusts his instincts about personnel, feeling that Daphne, with her professionalism and apparent dedication, would never endanger the company's interests. From Carter's perspective, Hope's wariness seems driven by personal bias, perhaps from past betrayals that have left her more defensive. Undeterred by Carter's disbelief, Hope resolves to discover the truth on her own. She believes that if Daphne truly is a spy dispatched by a rival firm, or even a hidden adversary within the Forrester orbit, confronting her directly or making accusations prematurely could drive Daphne into hiding. Because any misstep might allow Daphne to cover her tracks, Hope concludes that subtlety is essential. Consequently, Hope takes a drastic and secretive step. She decides to plant a hidden listening device in Daphne's fragrance research office. While Hope hesitates for a moment, aware that this breaks company policy and breaches personal privacy, she reasons that defending Forrester Creations must take precedence. After all, she has tried to raise alarms in the proper manner, only to be dismissed by Carter. Convinced she has no other viable option, Hope sets her plan into action, carefully placing the microphone in a corner where it is unlikely to be discovered. Days later, Hope retrieves the recording device and begins listening to the captured audio, her heart racing as she wonders if her intuition will be validated. To her astonishment and dismay, she stumbles upon a phone conversation that confirms her worst fears. Daphne is indeed a spy, but not one sent by a competing fashion house. Instead, Hope hears Daphne speaking with Steffi, revealing that Daphne has been working undercover to sabotage Forrester Creations at Steffi's behest. Though the precise motive is unclear from the snippet of conversation, Hope learns enough to realize that Steffi, for reasons she does not fully comprehend, orchestrated Daphne's infiltration. It might be an elaborate plan to gain leverage within the company or to undermine certain Logans or other factions in leadership. Regardless, the damning evidence is there. Daphne is actively working against Forrester Creations' best interests. Initially stunned, Hope soon becomes furious. After all, Steffi has always been a formidable rival within the Forrester family, but Hope never thought Steffi would stoop to such underhanded methods of sabotage. Hope's anger at Daphne grows as she replays the recorded conversation, each detail confirming that her suspicions were right all along. Fueled by a sense of betrayal toward both Daphne and Steffi, Hope decides that she must confront Daphne face to face. She hopes that forcing a direct confrontation will coerce Daphne into confessing or possibly relinquishing whatever sabotage she has planned. In a tense encounter, Hope corners Daphne when the researcher is alone in her lab. The confrontation quickly becomes heated, with Hope accusing Daphne of deception and betrayal. Daphne denies nothing, but she also refuses to elaborate on her motivations. Instead, Daphne tries to turn the tables, implying that Forrester creations had it coming or that Steffi's directions justified her actions. The argument rapidly escalates as tempers flare and both women's words become sharper. Hope, morally outraged and defensive of her family and company, hurls accusations that Daphne has put countless jobs and legacies at risk. Daphne, for her part, dismisses Hope's anger as naive, asserting that corporate maneuvers can be ruthless and that such sabotage is part of staying competitive. The tension soon boils over into physical violence, voices are raised, insults are exchanged, and in a moment of raw frustration, Hope lunges at Daphne. The ensuing struggle sees lab equipment knocked off tables, perfume samples spilling to the floor, and the sound of glass shattering echoing through the office. Both women grapple fiercely, neither willing to back down. Then, in one abrupt, horrifying instant, Hope lands a blow that sends Daphne to the floor. The confrontation ceases as Daphne collapses, unmoving. Alarmed, Hope drops to her knees to check Daphne's pulse, only to realize in horror that she has accidentally killed her rival. Overwhelmed by guilt, shock, and fear, Hope finds herself gripped by panic. Her immediate instinct is to call Carter for help. She believes that, despite his dismissal of her earlier suspicions, Carter might understand the dire situation she now faces. When she reaches him by phone, her voice quavers with anguish, recounting how the confrontation spiraled out of control and resulted in Daphne's death. Carter, appalled by the gravity of the situation, grapples with his own guilt for not believing Hope when she first shared her worries. Nonetheless, Carter remains fundamentally principled. He insists that Hope must turn herself in. He refuses to be complicit in hiding Daphne's body or helping Hope escape the consequences of her actions. Carter's moral compass leads him to advise Hope that the right path forward, the only path, is to alert the authorities. This news devastates Hope. Already consumed by remorse for taking a life, she now faces the prospect of criminal charges. She had hoped that Carter, who she trusts and cares for deeply, might shield her from the repercussions, at least until she could collect her thoughts. But Carter's insistence on integrity leaves her feeling isolated and terrified. Her mind reels as she contemplates a future behind bars, knowing that one split-second moment of violence destroyed more than just Daphne's life. It has irrevocably changed Hope's own future, tarnishing her reputation and fracturing the trust of those closest to her. Now, Hope stands at a crossroads. On one side lies the path of honesty and confession, turning herself in, facing interrogation, and possibly going to trial. On the other side is the temptation to cover up the incident, a path Carter has already made clear he cannot condone. Should she choose to hide Daphne's body and fabricate a story, the deception would consume her, and the risk of discovery is immense, especially in a company as scrutinized as Forrester Creations. The fear of disappointing her family, fueling a scandal that could ruin the Logan name and devastate Forrester Creations' reputation, weighs heavily on her. The question remains whether her guilt and moral convictions will guide her to do what Carter deems right or whether desperation will push her to a darker choice. In the coming days, fans of The Bold and the Beautiful can expect the fallout from Daphne's death to reverberate throughout Forrester Creations. The staff will surely wonder about her sudden disappearance, and the tension between Hope and Steffi may escalate further once Steffi learns that her secret spy is no longer an asset, but a casualty of a catastrophic confrontation. Meanwhile, Carter will struggle with how best to support the woman he cares about while staying true to his ethics. The entire Forrester clan stands on the brink of a new crisis. Can they rally together to protect one of their own from the consequences of a tragic mistake? Or will this event become a wedge that drives them apart? Stay tuned to the BNB Spoilers channel as we continue to follow Hope's journey and the decisions she will face in the aftermath of Daphne's fatal confrontation. We will bring you every twist and turn as the tense drama unfolds, from the investigative pressure likely to descend upon Forrester creations to the moral and emotional dilemmas that each character must confront. Whether Hope surrenders to the authorities or attempts to hide her involvement, the stakes have never been higher for her future, or the future of Forrester creations. Don't miss a moment of the action and intrigue as the bold and the beautiful delves into the darkest corners of betrayal, obsession, and the struggle for truth in a world where secrets can mean the difference between freedom and ruin. We will dive into the electrifying drama surrounding Electra Forrester, Luna Nozawa, and the ongoing chaos at Forrester Creations. From Luna's calculating maneuvers to Electra's efforts to rebuild her life, this tangled web of deception, intrigue, and ambition promises to captivate fans. Let's unpack everything you need to know about the storm brewing on the bold and the beautiful. Luna's obsession takes a dark turn. Luna Nozawa, a woman shrouded in mystery and scandal, is rapidly proving that her time in prison did little to reform her manipulative tendencies. Hiding in the shadows of Bill Spencer's mansion, Luna has become a silent observer, soaking in every detail of Will Spencer and Electra Forrester's lives. As she watched their interaction unfold during her eavesdropping session, her eyes lit up with a dangerous mix of envy and intrigue. It seems that Luna has shifted her focus from Bill to his son, Will. The young man's heroics in saving Electra from Remy Price have clearly struck a chord with Luna, awakening a dangerous infatuation. But is her interest in Will purely romantic, or does it stem from a deeper desire to dismantle the Spencer family from within? Luna's history suggests that her intentions are rarely simple. Could this new obsession be a calculated move to get closer to the power and wealth she craves? Her unsettling fixation raises numerous questions. What lengths will Luna go to in her pursuit of Will? Will she manipulate him directly, or will she use subtler tactics to create tension between him and Electra? The potential for psychological and emotional warfare is immense, and fans are eager to see how this subplot unfolds. The unexpected alliance, Luna and Lainey. One of the most intriguing possibilities in Luna's scheming is her potential partnership with Lainey, the mean-spirited model who once had her sights set on Will. Lainey's prior attempts to undermine Electra were petty and ineffective, but with Luna's strategic mind guiding her, this dynamic could evolve into something far more dangerous. Imagine Luna reaching out to Lainey, perhaps under the guise of a mutual disdain for Electra. Together, they could form a formidable team, combining Lainey's proximity to Electra at Forrester Creations with Luna's cunning. This alliance would pose a significant threat to Electra, particularly if they use underhanded methods such as leaked secrets, fake scandals, or even sabotage of her professional work. The possibility of Luna and Lainey manipulating Electra's deepfake scandal from the past adds another layer of tension. Could they resurrect this controversy to discredit her once more, jeopardizing her position at Forrester Creations and her budding relationship with Will? The stage is set for a battle of wits and resilience, with Electra squarely in their crosshairs. Electra's triumphs and new challenges. Electra Forrester's return to Forrester Creations was a hard-won victory. After enduring the trauma of Remy Price's betrayal and the public humiliation of fake photos, she has fought her way back to stability. Her renewed sense of purpose at work and her deepening connection with Will are bright spots in an otherwise turbulent period. However, as any soap opera fan knows, happiness is often short-lived. As Electra reintegrates herself into the Forrester team, she may begin to notice subtle signs of sabotage. Projects delayed without explanation, colleagues whispering behind her back, and inexplicable mishaps could signal the beginnings of Luna and Lainey's campaign against her. Electra's intuition and determination will be crucial in uncovering the truth. Her protective aunt, Ivy Forrester, could also play a key role in supporting her through these challenges, offering wisdom and guidance as she navigates this treacherous terrain. Will's heroism and vulnerability. Will Spencer's heroics during Electra's ordeal with Remy solidified his role as her protector and partner. His bravery and unwavering support have endeared him to Electra, but they have also made him a target for Luna's schemes. Will's vulnerability lies in his trusting nature and his desire to see the best in people, a trait that Luna could easily exploit. Should Luna succeed in getting closer to Will, the consequences could be devastating. Electra's trust in Will might waver, particularly if Luna fabricates scenarios to make it appear as though he has been unfaithful. The emotional fallout from such manipulations could strain their relationship to its breaking point, leaving both characters grappling with feelings of betrayal and confusion. Bill Spencer's miscalculation. Bill Spencer's decision to house Luna under his roof was an act of compassion, but it may ultimately backfire in spectacular fashion. By bringing Luna into his home, Bill has unwittingly placed his family in jeopardy. Luna's manipulative tendencies and her growing obsession with Will create a volatile mix that could explode at any moment. Bill's protective instincts are admirable, but they may blind him to Luna's true nature. As her actions grow bolder, Bill will be forced to confront the consequences of his choices. How will he balance his desire to help Luna with his responsibility to safeguard his family? This moral dilemma adds a compelling layer of complexity to Bill's character arc, ensuring that his storyline remains one of the show's most intriguing. The broader implications for Forrester Creations. The drama surrounding Electra, Luna, and Lainey has far-reaching implications for Forrester Creations. As the company strives to maintain its reputation for excellence, internal conflicts and personal vendettas threaten to derail its progress. Electra's contributions to the team are invaluable, but if Luna and Lainey succeed in undermining her, the ripple effects could be disastrous. Moreover, Luna's growing knowledge of Forrester's inner workings, gleaned through her eavesdropping and potential alliance with Lainey, positions her as a significant threat to the company's stability. Will the Forrester family recognize the danger in time to neutralize it, or will Luna's schemes bring the company to its knees? What lies ahead? As the tension escalates, fans can expect a roller coaster of emotions and surprises. Will Electra uncover Luna and Lainey's plot before it's too late? Can Will and Electra's love withstand the pressures of manipulation and deceit? And how will Bill navigate the precarious balance between compassion and protection? The intertwining fates of these characters promise a gripping narrative filled with twists, turns, and shocking revelations. With each passing episode, the stakes grow higher, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Thank you for tuning in to B&B Spoilers channel. What are your thoughts on Luna's evolving schemes? Will Electra outsmart her enemies, or is she destined to fall victim to their cunning plans? Share your predictions below, and stay bold and beautiful as we continue to unravel the drama on The Bold and the Beautiful.